to react to Minecraft Live 2021 in this live stream. So I'm gonna start it over because I need to watch the whole thing. So so if this is gonna be like live stream, so let's actually fast it forward to where this live stream is actually happening. But okay,
Okay.
let's actually skip to where the actual telling happens. Because this is just the YouTuber parts. So I'm going to here it is.
Hello and welcome to Minecraft Live
Hello.
2021. I'm your host and chief storyteller of Mojang Studios, Lydia Winters. We have an exciting show for you today, filled with all things Minecraft. You'll vote a new mob into the game, hear what's happening in Minecraft Dungeons, learn how to design and play with your own Minecraft mob, find out the next Minecraft update, and much, much more.
I would like to find out
Seriously,
what Minecraft update's
we have
gonna
a packed
be.
show for you. The best part is that you get to hear everything directly from the cool humans making it, and they will give you the inside knowledge that no one outside of Mojang Studios knows, our best kept secrets, until we tell you all of them today. So let's do it.
Alright. Let's see this happen.
Our social team will be tweeting throughout the show and want to know what you think about everything we announce. Hang out with us here and also there.
They see the mob vote
Last year,
things.
we announced quite an anticipated update.
Some
The
are
Caves in the Cliffs
interesting.
update. We've seen all
One
the
of them
incredible things
was
you've
mostly
done with
liked
Caves in
by
Cliffs Part
everyone.
1, and can't wait to see what you do with Part 2. Agnes and Henrik are here to give us a peek into the surprising development process for Caves and Cliffs Part 2. Hi, Agnes. Hi, Henrik.
Hello. Agnes, how are you feeling? I'm super happy to be here. I'm excited. Very excited.
So excited. And Henrik, it's your first time on the Minecraft
It
live
is.
stage.
It is. It's not your first time though, right?
It is not my first time. You two are going to tell us about Caves and Cliffs Part 2, and the thing that I think is the most amazing is how involved and how essential the community was to making it.
Yes. Yeah. This update changes basically everything about the world generation in the game. So we've added like massive mountains, massive caves, and
Okay.
it's been really hard to kind of balance that because we want to add all this new cool stuff, but when people are playing the game, we also want them to be able to encounter like the old familiar stuff. So this balancing act is really hard. So as designers and developers, when we test the stuff we built, how do we know if it's any good, right? How do we know if it's better? So we've needed a lot of help, and we've definitely gotten it. So we've been shipping snapshots, betas every week, and people have been playtesting and giving us feedback. And it's just been wonderful. It feels kind of like they're colleagues helping us to build this great game.
That's amazing, and you have an amazing example of someone who took a lot of time giving
Yes.
notes.
Yeah. For example, a player tweeted at me this wonderful big picture showing across different snapshots.
Okay, that's interesting.
In the same location, what changed across different snapshots, and offered some opinions on that and some feedback. And this kind of stuff takes a lot of time to do.
That's actually interesting.
It's research that the users are doing for us, and we get
How
a lot
surprises
of
of Minecraft
It just saves time.
they never told
and that's time that
anyone
we can
about,
use,
like
of course, to make the game better.
with Minecraft surprises, feature surprises or something.
I mean, this is like the biggest update we ever done, and we couldn't have done it without the community.
Oh, that's incredible. And I know you were kind of nervous when you decided to split the update and tell everyone about that.
Yes, I mean it's a very big decision, and we took it together as a team. But yes, when it was time to announce it, it was quite scary. But we thought the best thing is just to be transparent, because as we know, Minecraft is crafted together with the community, and then it's good if we are as honest as we possibly can. And then when we did announce it, everyone was just so caring and understanding, and it shows we have the most beautiful community. So yeah, thank you.
We absolutely do.
And it was so nice as a team to be able to not rush it, since this change is so big, to be able able to do it properly and take the time and really do it well. So we're super thankful that we got so strong support for it.
That's awesome. And I mean, sometimes during the development process, like things change and you decide you want things to be bigger and better, which kind of moves them to a different timeline. And I know we have one of those today.
Yeah, we do. So we have been working quite a lot on like the Deep Dark, the Warden, and the Skulk Sensor, and we're so excited about this, and we know everyone is. And so it got a bit bigger because we really want to do this right and do it with super high quality. But that's also the reason to that we have moved it to the next update instead.
And we're going to talk about the next update at the end of the show,
Yes,
right?
so we're gonna show both some new things from the Deep Dark and some other new things. So that's exciting.
So we'll move the Deep Dark feature set into the next update, which will be after Caves and Cliffs Part 2. And we're going to look at that later in the show. You're going to get to see some really cool stuff from Brandon. Now, Henrik and Agnes, you two are working with an awesome team of developers. And this was like quite a technical challenge. So we have an inside look at sort of a lot that went into Caves and Cliffs Part 2.
Yep, let's watch it.
Oh, really?
The best part of my job, I think it's just creating a game. I want to make people happy. In the new update, I've been primarily focusing on creating the mountains and also putting everything together in the new generation of the world. So that's the caves and the mountains and everything in between. When I started this project about a year ago, I knew almost nothing about world generation, and I learned so much. And it's really been a team effort, Java and Bedrock together.
In this update, my role is to bring to life the cave part, and together with our colleague who work on the mountains, we present to you the cliffs and the caves update. One of the inspirations for the caves is
The most interesting part is people wanted the cave update.
in Vietnam, because that was one of the largest
before
cave systems in the
there's
world.
ever been announced. Like they've been
And
waiting
I
for a
feel so
cave
proud of
update
it
for a
because
long
I came
time.
from Vietnam, and we get to
But Minecraft
use
didn't get a
these
chance to do
cave
it.
systems in my
until
country and put it into the game.
was
So I
17,
feel so
1.18.
proud whenever we think
But of
about the
course,
caves.
1.17 had to be split.
My job is to find
But
what works
that's
well
fine.
in Minecraft and try to optimize it. The new update changes how the world looks a lot, and it also affects
And also, I'm
performance
glad
quite a lot.
this mob mode was not
best
all
part
about Minecraft
about my
dungeon
job
mobs and
is
Earth
just
mobs this time. I'm glad we
Finding
have new mobs
something
than we
which can give a big
I'm not gonna
benefit,
spoil
and
you,
then just
but still.
seeing
I'm
how
just gonna wait till it
FPS
comes up.
improves or how frame time graph looks much better after the change.
I would say the coolest part about my job is all of the wonderful colleagues that I get to work with. They really inspire me, teach me, and motivate me to be a better versions of myself every day.
We put in a lot of time and effort into this update, and I hope that it will inspire and excite our community. It feels like it's a whole new game.
What a great team you have!
The best team. And now we've been working on Caves and Cliffs Part 2, it's been so beautiful to see how everyone collaborated, like all the different roles, like Bedrock developers, Java developers, designers, artists, sound, and so on. So yeah, it's been so
Yeah,
good.
it feels like when you get a diverse group of people together in a room like that, even if it's a digital room, I guess, then and all focused on one thing like this, it
You
feels like
expect me
there's
back
no
on
problem
Twitch
you can't
ever.
solve. Plus, it's fun.
That's amazing. And then you add our community. They're doing bug tracking.
This is the
They're
first
just
live stream I
everywhere
have
giving us
ever
notes and
made, like,
feedback and
reacting
telling us
to
what's
Minecraft
working. So
Live.
you add that to an amazing team, and it's
Yes.
really incredible.
We
Because
really
I
want
never
actually
got
to
to
highlight
last
everyone that helps us with the public bug tracker we have. So many players report bugs, and then we also have the moderators and helpers, and they help us so much with like categorizing, finding duplicates, asking for additional information, and it's extraordinarily helpful.
We have a really amazing community. Now, you two have been, and actually the whole team has been just
Yes.
kind of sharing images and scenes as you're finding things, and you put together some really awesome worlds for us to look at.
Show us update. Ooh. Yeah, that's Deep Slate, right? Deep Slate Caves. Oh, and the Dripstone Caves. What's caves? Mixed in with the mine shafts. Right there, you say, yeah. is my passion. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh wait, are those red new biomes as well? The wrong mountains. I don't remember the wrong mountains. I think that's new too. I think that's for goats. The goats.
Wow, they're beautiful.
Yeah, what's interesting about this is when you look at that video, like initially the plan was just big mountains and or natural looking cool mountains and caves, but as we started working on it, the scope kind of grew because we realized that we need to change all the terrain to make this all fit together. But once we started seeing that work, and it was so fun to see how the team started realizing that we're really onto something. This is going to be great. And seeing that inspiration spread and then also spread out to our community through the snapshots has been really fun.
Yeah, and we have been playtesting a lot, and we couldn't stop playtest because
We get distracted.
we just
all
found
the time.
so many cool places, and I feel so inspiring, and that's what we want to do with Minecraft. We want to inspire everyone to play Minecraft in their own way, and like we really feel that this new world generation inspires like going on adventure, building, telling stories. So very exciting.
That's amazing. And I mean, so you make all these changes, but then obviously we have so many players who've been playing for so long. I mean, the two of you have worlds that are like 10 years old, and I just love the approach you took to keeping everything really safe for players who
Remember
have
Minecraft survival.
existing worlds.
Like it's about chapter 2
It's
coming
very
soon.
important for us to be respectful to players' worlds, and like Minecraft should be
Actually,
a game you can
Minecraft
trust,
survival is actually
because
coming
you
in
know that it
2022.
works and it will
Minecraft
work for
Survival
many
chapter 2
years.
is
Then
coming
you
in
can spend like all this love and time on
2022.
your Minecraft world. So in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, we have actually done two things mainly to make sure that everything works well. And the
This
first
time,
thing
yeah.
is blending. So as you can see in the picture here, to the left we
Without
don't have
blending
blending.
with
So then when you update your old world
Oh,
to
the
the new
without
world
blending one
generation,
looks
it will just be
trash.
like an
That one
ugly
looks
edge.
more better.
But now
That one looks
with
better on the
blending,
right.
it's
You
actually
see that?
all smooth and pretty.
That left one
That's
is
beautiful.
worse,
That makes
and
a
that one on the
huge
right.
difference.
Better.
And Henrik, I know the other part you want to show us with your own world.
Yeah, so what happens if you open your old world with a new version of Minecraft? And I took a look at what happens in my old world, which I've had for like 10 years, playing with friends and family. And let's take a look. So there it is, all the old stuff we built 10 years ago. But that's what happens when you open the world in 1.18. So it basically generates new caves beneath the old areas. And the idea is to create the illusion that was there the whole time. We just didn't go there
That's
until
way
now.
more longer down.
Wow,
That's
look
more.
what I found.
That's more
Don't look,
down.
Henrik. There's so many spoilers there under your world. So many cool things.
No spoilers,
Okay,
Henrik.
good.
No,
Like,
no
first thing I'm gonna
spoilers.
do when I update is just like digging straight down. Well, not straight down actually, but I'm gonna see what's under my
Dig down
base.
to bedrock.
That's so cool. I just love that it adds so much to the existing worlds that our players have. And so you're keeping them safe and adding a lot to it.
And that's also an important thing. We don't want to force players to have to pick between just the new or just the old. So we want them to be able to experience.
And I hope this
both
lesson
things
is like
in
1
the
hour
same
because
world.
I don't want
That's
to stay here
amazing.
for 2 hours.
Throughout the show, we're going to have creator questions, and you two get to have the first one.
Right.
Will Java and Bedrock get part 2 at the same time?
Yes, the plan is to release this on Java and Bedrock at the same time, and also to ship it with what we call seed parity. And that's
Seed
what does
parity?
that mean? So seed is this name for the magic number that is used to determine
Parity,
how your whole
duh.
world looks like. So every world is unique, and that's driven by the seed. And when you create a new world, it gets a randomly generated seed. But if you dig that seed up, if you really like what you see, you're like, wow, this world is wonderful, I want to share it with my friends. You can dig up that number and share it with others. And then if they open a new world with that seed, they'll see the same thing. But what's new for this update is that also works between Bedrock and Java.
That's amazing.
So if you create a world in Java and you think it's beautiful, you want to share it with others, anyone who opens their world
Why
with
is
that
Bedrock
seed,
more better
regardless
than
of which
Java?
edition they're playing, will see essentially almost exactly the same thing.
I mean,
So it's almost
almost
exactly the same
identical.
thing,
and
but
it's a
graphic
thing in the
difference.
community, you find a super cool location and you share it, like, look at this world I found. And before, you couldn't do that with players on the other edition, but now everyone
Yeah, that
can
looks more
share cool
different.
places together, and I think that's really nice.
It's really amazing. I mean, when you find these amazing, epic things in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, you obviously want to be able to share them. So seed parity is huge. I think everyone's going to be so excited about
So we're not
that.
100% there yet, but close. It's
Getting
very
close.
similar.
Very close.
Details will be different. But
Seed almost parity.
seed almost. That's it.
That's what we're going to so we're gonna release it in a month or two.
That is amazing. Thank you so much, Agnes and Henrik.
It's another
Thank
holiday
you.
update too.
Caves and Cliffs Part 2 will be coming to a screen near you in 1 to 2 months. And speaking of screens, soon there will be another place to play Minecraft. On November 2nd, Minecraft comes to Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Minecraft. It's a game all about togetherness and teamwork. Let's take a look at some of Minecraft's most terrific teams. Zombies and the Drowned. Maybe not the best example. Let's try
Take out the group.
Cobblestone and Mossy Cobblestone. A relationship that's truly rock solid.
Nice one.
Oh dear. How about Steve and Creeper?
Not gonna go
Maybe
well.
not Steve and Creeper. Not them. Not them either. That's gotta hurt. You realize this is going out live, right? If we don't find a great example of Minecraft togetherness soon, what's that, Goat? You've got the best example of togetherness yet.
You listen to the goat. He's wisdom.
Minecraft Bedrock Edition and Minecraft Java Edition. Finally, coming together for... No, that's not right. Absolutely not. That's the ticket. Minecraft Bedrock Edition and Minecraft Java Edition are coming to Xbox Game Pass for PC. We debated which edition to add to the service.
You might think
and
this was like
decided,
an April Fool's
why
joke, but it's
add
not an
both?
April Fool's, so
That means Game
why
Pass
would
for
it be?
PC will be the only way to get Bedrock and Java in one place. Convenient. Perhaps a little too convenient. In any case, starting in November, you can play the original Blockbuster, its crossplay supporting Cousin, and a cartload of other games with Game Pass for PC. Excellent point, Goat. Game Pass does have PC games. And personally, I can't wait to play those PC games with my two best friends. Ah, the sweet smell of togetherness.
Hello, Minecrafters of the world. I'm Fubui, and I'm back yet again to help guide you through this year's incredibly important and potentially life-altering vote. Remember the Phantom? For an amazing mob that will be added
they're
to
going with a
Minecraft.
mob vote now.
For those of you who haven't been a part of Minecraft Live before, here's how it works. Our developers came up with 3 different mobs that they think could potentially be a great addition to Minecraft for a variety of reasons. But you, the community of Minecraft players around the world, get to decide which one gets further developed and brought into the game in a future update, and which ones will live on only in our hearts as what could have been. Like you, little baby. I'll never forget you. Moving on. The actual winner of last year's intense mob vote was none other than the Glow Squid.
Which
If
sucked.
you haven't run into these majestic creatures swimming around under the stars on a clear night, you are really missing out. But that was last year, and this is now. So here's what you need to do. We have 3 mobs for you to choose from, and there will be 2 rounds of voting.
Sure,
First round, of course, will include all 3 mobs, but one will get voted out. In the second round, there will only be the 2 remaining mobs, then just one winner in the end. As in previous years, the vote will happen on Twitter. So if you don't already have an account, you'll need to quickly make one. And if you do have an account, make sure you're logged in. Then when I tell you it's time to vote, go to the Minecraft Twitter account and check out the live voting poll.
Yeah,
with
I
all
wasn't
3
really
mob
voting. I
options.
wasn't really voting.
Pick the one you want to see added to Minecraft and click to
Because I was
cast your
busy
vote.
with YouTube
That's it. It's like
and
super
my
easy.
outfit.
Well, the clicking part is easy. The choosing part, considerably more difficult. Now that you know what to do, let's go over your options. And who better to talk about our 3 potential new mobs than someone who is tiny in size but never in heart, the one, the only, Tiny Jens. Hey, Tiny Jens. So, can you help by telling our... Oh,
What? I can't hear you. Hold on.
Oh.
I'll come up to the surface.
okay. We'll just wait.
Oi, 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 oi. What's up there?
Can you hear me now?
still can't hear you. Hold on. So impatient.
Ooh, a little testy.
Just phew.
Oh, Tiny Jens, you made it. Can you tell our viewers all about this year's mobs?
I'm actually very busy. I lost Tiny Agnes again. I had retraced my steps, and now I have to go all the way back down there.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
But don't worry, don't worry. I know someone who can fill in for me.
Great, thanks. Oh, okay. Bye, Tiny Jens.
Oh, there's Williams.
Jens, you're here.
Hi, Boo.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I guess Tiny Jens sent you while he looks for Tiny Agnes once again.
Exactly. It's a tough job.
It really is.
Yes.
Well, since you're here, can you please tell everyone all about this year's mobs?
Absolutely. So, as you already mentioned, the team came up with 3 lovely creatures that we believe that players will enjoy interacting with. And they are the Glare, the Lay, and the Copper Golem.
Those all sound really cool.
Absolutely. And to begin with, we have the Glare, which is a creature that flies around and doesn't really like dark areas, because it knows that in dark areas there might be monster spawn.
Yes.
So naturally,
what
it goes to those areas and gets really grumpy about it. And that is to bring that player's attention so that the problem can be fixed.
Where
Okay.
all useful
And
for dark
we
areas.
are thinking about ideas that in certain circumstances the Glare may even help you light up these areas to solve your monster spawning problems.
The Glare sounds amazing. I'm ready to vote Glare now.
Yes, but then we have the LA, which is also a flying, lovely creature that loves music and
Who doesn't?
nice sounds. And if you give it an item, it will start looking for similar items lying around and bring them to you.
Okay.
And if you also play on a note block, it will drop the items on that location instead.
That's useful.
Yes, and we imagine that players can maybe use this to make the LA help you with, I don't know, sorting items or clearing up areas. I think there are many possibilities.
Okay, so vote LA. I get it.
Yes, but then we have the Copper Golem. And as the name implies, it's a golem made out of copper, so it's an excellent use for copper. And it will also interact with you, and since it's made out of copper, it will over time oxidize and maybe turn into a statue. But don't worry, you can deoxidize it using an axe, or it actually carries around a lightning rod on its head, so a lightning strike can also deoxidize it.
Wow.
In addition, it loves pressing buttons a little bit randomly, specifically copper buttons.
But it randomly presses.
Yes, so that can also be used in some interesting contraptions, we believe.
That's amazing. So Copper Golem, LA, Glare, all sound good. How do people choose? I think it's going to be quite difficult. But you've given them a lot to think about. So I think people will figure out what they like the most. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Jens, for coming by. I have now a creator question for you.
Hola, soy el 97 de México y tengo unas preguntas para ustedes. Primera pregunta, ¿cómo deciden qué mob poner a votación cada año? Segunda pregunta, ¿cómo se le ocurre al equipo cada nuevo mob? Última pregunta, ¿se basan en los comentarios de la comunidad de fans o es inspiración del equipo?
Okay, those 3 questions I think everyone wants to know the answer of.
Yeah, well, ideas and inspiration can come from many places. Sometimes it just spontaneously appears when you're walking around in the park, or often you play other games, watching movies, or playing Minecraft. And the community is also a great help. They have so many ideas and they do so many fun things. So we have a lot of ideas to work with, and we need to figure out which ones do we want to do next. And a good way of doing that is actually playing in the game and see which areas that can be improved. So I lost my train.
I mean, there's so many different ways that these ideas come, and that's really exciting to hear. So when the community community votes on a mob today, that mob is going to move forward towards being in Minecraft. Like, how finished already is that mob, or is there a lot of work to do?
Well, of course, we have the big concept that we wanted to do, but once we have the mob in the game and see how it interacts with the areas and other mobs and items, that's when you kind of find the last magic little details to make it really great.
I like hearing about the last magic details. Well, thanks, Jens. You've given everyone a lot to think about. All right, now you know what your options are. And if you already knew, you know a little more about them. Soon, I'll let you know when the first voting round goes live. For now, let's take a look at something pretty fantastic coming to Minecraft that you don't even have to vote on. Earlier this week, Lydia spoke with Fanny and Quinn from our awesome creator team over in Redmond to get a first look at some interesting things they've been working on.
Each year, we show you some of the cool new things made by our creators for Minecraft Marketplace. This year, we're going to do that and show you how to start creating Minecraft things yourself. I finally made my first mob. It's very weird. Fanny and Quinn are here to tell us all about how we can all become creators. Hi, Fanny and Quinn.
Hello, Lydia.
Hey, Lydia.
It's so great to be here. Like, just so exciting to talk about our creators, and what a better place to do it than surrounded by the art that they have created.
I know. I walked onto the set and I was like, oh my god, those are Jollycraft skins. Those are Cupcake Brianna. That's Ka Studios. It was so cool just seeing all of their skins and worlds and concepts all on the wall.
They are really amazing. I mean, the creativity from our creators, those names, that makes sense now. It's just mind-blowing. Before we get too far in, though, we should probably explain to everyone what is a creator.
Yeah, of course. So a creator is really anybody who makes anything in Minecraft. You know, whether you're doing skins, textures, worlds, terraforming, UI, and even for me, like people that are making mods and add-ons and, you know, that kind of more developer type, those are creators too.
Definitely. For me, the way that I always like to think about it is that a creator is anyone that makes something in Minecraft and then shares it with someone else.
She
And that
sounds
can be
directly
like little Mac sharing it with
Agnes.
their friends at school, or that could be a team of creators that sell something in the marketplace. And then everything in between, right? And our mission really is to empower all of them to make whatever their imagination is telling them to do. We want to really give you all the means, documentation, tools to be able to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it's just such a cool thing to be able to work on that everybody can be a creator.
That is so cool. And Fanny, you mentioned tools. I think it's so interesting. Your team is actually building things that creators use to build things on top of. Like, what is your favorite tool that you've made?
Oh God, that is such a hard question. We have so many, but I'm going to be a little bit selfish for a second and just pick one that I worked on recently. Like, as a manager, I rarely get the chance to actually write code, which I love doing. And this time we had a game jam, and I actually picked a creator community request, which is like implement a damage command that will help you like do cool effects with other mobs. And I just worked with a designer, and we created this together. And I'm so excited to know that the team is actually now taking my code and is going to ship it for real. Very excited about that.
Yeah, it's just so cool that you're able to do something just in a game jam, and then it turns into something real that our creators can use. For me, my favorite is the structure animation. Last year, we shipped a map called Simburbia by Jiggerbob that is basically this world that you can, you know, manage your city, create plots for commercial, residential, balance your economy. And every single time you place one of those plots, it animates layer by layer by layer, adding just this immersiveness and polish to the map that just makes it, I don't know, above and beyond.
That's so cool. I mean, so many of our creators are using the innovative tools that you've made to just like expand what they're working on. And we have some awesome examples of that.
cave. This is nice. Oh, you can make it just blue. Clever. Creator made after.
I love how many examples there were of creators just using those tools in all different ways. What's that like for you to see, Fanny, when your team, you've all been working on making those things for our creators?
It's definitely one of my favorite parts of like working with creators. You just give them one tool or two and they will make these crazy amazing things. Like anytime I see their creation, I'm like, how did they even do that? Like I know they're using our tools, but I don't know how they did that. It's so crazy.
It's mind blowing sometimes just what they're able to do with just the small little things that we give them.
That's really, really cool. And we have a creator question for the two of you.
Hey everyone, I'm EY Stream, a Minecraft YouTuber, and I've got a question for you. Are these awesome features just for people who have experience in modding or creating content? And if we wanted to, how do people learn more about these features?
It's such a great question because the answer is no. They aren't just for, advanced modders or people that have been in the community for a long time. We actually just launched a new website we call Learning Portal. It's on minecraft.net/creator. And on that site, it basically links out to all of our resources to how to learn how to become a creator, learn how Minecraft content creation works. It also links out to our brand new documentation site that allows you to just go super deep into, learning the components and learning entities. And then the coolest thing that we added, which is how we made our mobs, is we use the Minecraft Entity Wizard, which is created by Yanis, and it's a Blockbench plugin that allows like super easy creation of mobs that you can add to your own Minecraft game.
Hello everyone, my name is Yanis. I'm a software developer and Minecraft content creator. In 2017, I started to create my own 3D modeling program called Blockbench. The program is all about creating boxy, pixely models, which makes it perfect for the Minecraft art style. Today, Blockbench supports many Minecraft formats, ranging from Bedrock Edition add-ons to Java Edition resource packs and mods. The program is used by Minecraft creators all around the world to create models, animations, and player skins. Almost all 3D models you see on the Minecraft Marketplace were made in Blockbench, and it was even used to design some of the new vanilla mobs, such as the Goat and the Axolotl. This summer I've collaborated with Mojang to create a new plugin for Blockbench. The plugin makes it super easy to get started with add-on creation by generating everything you need for a custom entity in just a few clicks. I'm going to demonstrate the process by making a simple grizzly bear.
Best bird first in the game.
To install the plugin, I'm heading to File, Plugins, Available, search for the Minecraft Entity Wizard, and press Install. That brings up this handy shortcut on the start screen. Let's go! I'm going to pick a preset that looks similar to the grizzly, like this polar bear, and I'll use the same for the behavior. Okay, now the add-on is created on your computer. Now let's start customizing our model using Blockbench. For this example, because we already have a bear model, I'm just going to recolor the model. Of course, you could also change the whole model to turn it into something entirely different, like this butterfly that I made, which is based on the vanilla badge. Okay, this looks good. Now I'm going to press save and switch over to Minecraft. I can find our new grizzly bear pack in the behavior pack section and simply enable it. This will automatically enable the resource pack as well. Now let's check out the entity in-game. I just need to grab a spawn egg from the inventory and use it. And here's our grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear in Minecraft.
Have fun creating. It's free and works on all platforms.
Do it work on all platforms?
I already told
Can you
all
wish
that
Blockbench
I
was
made
on
a mob, but actually all
was on
three of us
Android
made
and you can make your own
mobs because we
models
wanted to showcase that
and then have the entity
anyone
wizard
can
and
be
you
a
can make your own
creator.
model and just
So, Fanny, tell us
make these
about
mobs.
your
That sounds pretty
adorable
good.
mob that you made.
Thank you. Yes, I was so excited to know that Blockbench was a thing because I immediately thought I need to add my dogs to Minecraft. I really, really love them, and I was just so excited. Like Blockbench made it very easy for me to just obsess over every single detail. Like every pixel was like, does that look like my dog? And then I also modified the geometry, especially the tails, to look like the exact twist that my dogs have. I really obsessed a lot, and I was very happy
especially when I was able to add my own animation. I'm definitely not an art person, and I just made it so that it like wiggles their tail when they're sitting. I was just so happy to be able to do that.
They turned out so good. I thought it was super cute that you were able to get both of them in there.
Thank you.
So me being kind of born in the Pacific Northwest, outdoorsy. I mean, I'm wearing flannel on the stage. I wanted to kind of pull something from that nature, so I made Evelyn Evergreen. She's this kind of cute little evergreen tree that you maybe see, walking around the deep forest. Kind of fantasy driven. Then I animated the arms and the legs, just these little stick legs that kind of walk around, just to add something, kind of cute and cool to the forest.
Her eyes are really staring right into my soul. I love it. I would love to just happen upon Evelyn in the forest. So I went a totally different direction from the two of you. I know, Quinn, you built your mob from scratch. Fanny, you built yours on top of a wolf. I built mine on top of something. I did not animate. I just wanted to do the beginner's course of Blockbench. And so I made something very near and dear to my Florida heart with a twist, which is what I'm calling an axolotl, an axolotl, and an alligator. So
Okay, that's
it's like a
actually
little
kind of
dragon.
It does look like a little dragon. It's a pretty good mashup there. I think
Yeah, it
it's
does
great.
look like a dragon.
Yeah, I thought an alligator and axolotl would be super innovative when added together, but it does just look like a dragon. But I'm okay with that because I am a creator
Make
now
a dragon
based
that
on
has
your
a spawn
definition,
egg, and then
because
you
I
fight
made
it,
that
but it
and
has
I showed it to all
less
of you.
health than the dragon,
Which,
than the ender dragon.
seeing something that you make in a game that you've played, for me
Because
for
the ender
11
dragon is the
years,
only dragon in the game.
it was amazing. It is so rewarding, really, to be able to just do that. So we encourage you all to try it. Like, if someone that paint is the only skill that I have, I know everyone can do it. So please go install Blockbench and try it out. We would be so incredibly proud to just see everything that you have built. We would love to see it.
Yeah, it's available on all the platforms, and just post them on Twitter, post them on wherever you
Blockbench
do.
is available on
We'll
all
probably run
platforms.
across some of those, and we'd love seeing them.
Oh, I can't wait to see what everyone else creates. And I mean, I think that
Okay,
our mobs are definitely ready for the mob vote next year. So we don't even have to work on anything else. These three are perfect. I'm going to have to talk to the team about that. So we're not professional creators, obviously, by our mobs, even though they're lovely. But Quinn, you get to work with people who, this is their full-time job, making Minecraft content for Marketplace. What is that like?
It's something that I'm just immensely
They
proud
have
of. Being able to
3 minutes left
see
of the
so many
mushroom.
people engage in the marketplace and allow creators to become full-time Minecraft content creators as their careers. I think it's incredible too, because the marketplace doesn't just support these huge studios, but we also have really small independent creators that make just texture packs, or like Shalaquin Schematics, that's just a family on the West Coast that makes their own worlds. And the fact that the marketplace can support all of them and make it their full-time jobs is something that is just so cool.
There's so much new content that our
Probably
creators
when
have made that we put together a
comes
video
around,
with
they
some
can
of
see
our
the winner.
favorites from this past
And if
year.
there's not anything else that's interesting, then I'm gonna end the browser now. Let me actually skip.
I am the one that gets to decide how difficult the bosses are.
The results of the first vote are in.
The winner is Taika!
Mountains.
It's the Glow Squid. This is your chance to have a say in what goes into Minecraft.
I want to skip this as much as possible so I don't have to be here for too long.
Actual star of the Minecraft YouTube channel.
We're here to tell you about all the excellent shows you can watch on our channel. Subscribe tomorrow.
Don't you mean subscribe today?
No. How do you spell Minecraft? What even is Minecraft?
These are just some of the questions you can ask our studio's brightest minds on Ask Mojang.
We've actually received a question for us just now. Do you think making a video game is the easiest thing in the world?
No. Literally no one thinks that.
Well, I did.
Put in the game.
Maybe in Series 3.
Meet a Minecrafter interviews some of the most incredible members of the Minecraft community.
They asked me to appear on it, but I was too busy being young, cool and attractive, not lying.
Okay.
With so much happening in the world of Minecraft.
I'm really sure about the dev talk. I want the vote.
Sometimes difficult to believe, but I'm the lead designer of Minecraft Dungeons, and that means that I get to decide a lot of small things and details and bring a lot of
Yes, we have to
ideas to the
correspond.
table, so hopefully make the game a bit better.
That does sound cool.
Yeah.
You and the Dungeons team have been working so hard recently, and you've recently had a couple of really cool releases.
Yeah, it's been crazy. We recently released to Steam, and I did something that they never recommend you to do, but I did it anyway, and I read the reviews, and
That's dangerous.
yeah, it was, but it was so positive. It was so full of excitement and love for the game, and yeah, we were so proud to see how much the community loves it. So yeah, we were very happy. And also this week we've released the Spookier Fall update, which brings back a lot of spooky modifiers to the game, gear, a new cape, a new pet, and there's my new favorite armor, which has a spoon steering.
I love that one.
Yeah, it's lovely. I like it so much.
It's a lot of fun to stare at while you're playing, but it might distract you a little.
Hopefully not too much.
So those just came out, but we also have some new and exciting things to look at
Yeah.
that haven't come out yet.
Yes, let's check it out.
Do you mind if I skip this? There he is. Here he is. Here he is. My vote.
Vote for, and I think I can see Jens voting right now.
Sitting in the throne.
Okay, so I know this will come as a surprise to pretty much all of you, but I definitely didn't love everything about school. Maybe that would have been different if I had Minecraft in my classes. Minecraft Education Edition is available for schools, homeschools, and after-school programs. You can explore awesome education content in Minecraft Marketplace. Learn about everything from sustainability to ancient worlds, even how to speak new languages, all in Minecraft. The coolest part is seeing how with Minecraft, the students often become the teachers. When I tried becoming the teacher in my 5th grade science class, well, let's just say it wasn't appreciated. But anyway, let's take a look at how Minecraft is being used in classrooms around the world by kids who didn't get in trouble just for telling everyone that homework was canceled forever.
Young people all over the world are using imagined a bee sanctuary in Minecraft. During this build, I learned
Okay, but just let's just skip to this then.
The word wild mainly means like two things for us. So the first thing is like beautiful nature, and the second thing is like really scary challenges and adventures.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have some of our gameplay designers come and tell us more about specific things about the Wild update, because there's these different parts to it. And we have the first one here, which is our Deep Dark expert, Brandon.
Hello.
Hi, Brandon. Welcome.
Here comes the man himself.
So we've moved the Deep Dark into this update. Can you talk to us more about why?
Yes, I mean, one of the biggest things about the Deep Dark and the Warden and the Skulk is that it's just expanded, it's gotten bigger, and we really wanted to make sure that we did this right and that we didn't just rush it. That includes even unique loot inside the Deep Dark as well. And yeah, we also want to make sure that let's actually look at some of the new things that we have in it right now, which is the ancient cities.
That's awesome. I can't wait. Oh, wow.
Deep Dark Cities, huh? Oh, wait, that actually looks kind of good. Wow. It's amazing. You know how stuff is gonna be annoying when you're near a warning. What's with that dark music? I hope the music doesn't play in the actual game, because that'll be right as shit.
Wow, it's like both beautiful and terrifying at the same time. Like I have so many emotions when I look at that deep dark biome.
Yes, I mean, we really didn't want the deep dark biome to just be, caves or just skulks spread around. We wanted to add a bit more mystery to it. And, there's this ancient city, and what is it doing there? We're not going to tell the players, we're just going to let them go throughout and explore and see what they come to. And there's even this, ancient structure in the middle of every single city, and it's got something interesting about it that you're going to have to explore in game.
It's really cool. I like it feels like a place you want to explore.
Yes, I love that it really deepens the mystery of Minecraft. Like Minecraft is all about player stories, and Deep Dark definitely inspires the storytelling, I think.
That's so cool. And so last year you showed us the Skulk sensor, but I know you've been working on a little Skulk family. It's a Skulk family. Yeah, maybe they're not so cute.
They're not so friendly, no. Yeah, last year we focused a lot on the Skulk sensor, but since then we've kind of been trying to figure out what do all the different blocks in the Skulk family do. And one of them actually is something called a Skulk catalyst. And the main thing about the Skulk catalyst is it's actually what causes the Skulk to spread. As you can see here, whenever a mob dies, such as a zombie, near the Skulk catalyst, it actually spreads the Skulk underneath it. And the amount is based on
It kind of
how
looks like
much
it covered up. It looks
that
like
zombie would have dropped.
it covered up end block
The Deep
and
Dark,
stuff.
it's kind of overgrown with all these skull blocks, so that means that lots of mobs must have died there.
Quite a lot, yes.
Make it easy. Oh, and as you can see here, when you mine some of the skull blocks, you actually get enchanting points.
Yes, and of course, if you still want to get some of the blocks for decoration or something, you can just use a Silk Touch.
Then we have the Skulk Shrieker. So when this block is activated, it's gonna give that really scary shriek sound
Okay,
that you've heard
that's
now.
definitely more
And it also
attractive
gives
game.
this darkness effects. It's like pulsating darkness.
Even see now when you're sneaking and you step on a Skulk sensor, even sneaking it will activate.
Wow, okay, definitely not a friendly family.
No.
And I will say to our younger viewers, in a minute we're gonna show you a clip that's a little scarier. But I mean, Brandon, those have so many things that players can do with them. Like, what do you imagine them doing?
I think the Skulk Catalyst is going to be really interesting because, when you could create a mob farm with it, through the tech community. Usually when a mob dies, it doesn't drop XP unless the player, actually kills it. So with this, you might be able to create some sort of XP farm. There's lots of opportunities.
And you can build experiences for other players. Like imagine building a haunted mansion or a really dark forest, and then you have the shriekers.
Terrifying.
So then, when players out walking and then they activate the shriek and hear
Or you do that all around your world, and just whenever anyone's visiting
I'm not gonna visit your world.
Shriekers are just shrieking. We have a community question for you.
Hi, it's Jinjam from Germany, and my question is, what was the inspiration behind the Shrieker?
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting question. From the art side, we actually had the inspiration behind the human larynx, which is like the vocal cord or vocal structure or something, just something that represents kind of creating sounds. And from the gameplay perspective, we wanted to make sure that, first of all, the warden spawns in a unique way, and also in a way that you can avoid it. So usually you can kind of sneak around, and as long as you
He didn't
don't
say anything
activate
about the warden spawning in the
then the
cities.
warden won't come. But if you
He
do
might not spawn in
make
cities,
too
or he
many
might do.
noises and the skulk trigger activates
It
too
might be
many
changed. He might
times,
spawn in the
the warden will
normal
come.
deep dark. Oh wait, this is the deep dark city. It heard that. Why does it have to go dark like it's like? There shouldn't be like a full hole. Wait. That is so cool. Oh, there's a new status effect. Here's the warden. He's mad. And I think he really grows in the dark.
I'm kind of back to thinking that the Skulk family is very adorable and sweet.
I like how he spawns. It's pretty new to
There
Minecraft.
is a
He
lot
just comes
there,
out with
Brandon.
skull
Definitely
things
a
like.
lot to unpack. I mean, the first thing
And then
is that the warden actually
he comes out
emerges
and it
underground.
checks
So
up.
that means you
Wait,
know
what was
the
that noise?
wardens are
What was that
kind of
noise?
in the deep dark, in
Why
the
am I
walls,
woke up?
under the floor, and it also has developed a sense of smell. So of course you can sneak around and try to be, quiet and not to get detected, but unfortunately the warden's still going to be able to sniff you out and find where you are, and if it sniffs you while you're really close by, then
It
it's
has a
gonna start
nose as well,
noticing.
really.
Wait, so basically the warden is like, smell that? It's happening. And just like going for the
Pretty
players?
much, yes. It's not going to be fun for you.
No, and I love that we're adding that like sneaking gameplay because we haven't really had it before. So we are in the deep dark, everything's super dark, and you're sneaking, trying to find the treasures, trying to avoid the warden. I think it's something really exciting with that.
It's really, really cool. I mean, I think you have definitely upped the terrifying level, Brandon, and I just love how much you've expanded the deep dark to feel it's so immersive.
Yes, definitely.
It's really amazing. Thank you so much for joining us and scaring us half to death.
No worries, that's my job.
He's so expert. Like, if you want to do something scary, it's like, Brenda.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you so much, Brandon.
So, Agnes, the deep dark is one part, this sort of very adventurous side of the Wild update, which the name is starting to really become clear
So
after
warden
talking
does
to
spawn in the
Brandon.
dark
And then
in the deep dark
part you said
cities,
is really this
but
more of that
in a way that you
beauty
wouldn't
and,
know where
the atmosphere of
because
Minecraft.
he would just
So
be
we want to
coming
like
out there,
celebrate the wording as
digging up
Minecraft.
there, and then
One thing we want to focus on
coming
is
through the
immersion.
floor, and then you
So when
wouldn't
you play
notice.
Minecraft, we really want you to feel that you're inside
That makes
the
Minecraft
world
sharing.
like we are now. So beautiful.
It's
And
gotta be appreciated.
we also want to focus or have focused on biome diversity. So we want to find like unique identity for different biomes. For example, the birch forest, as you can see in this beautiful concept art. So in the birch forest, we want it to be like light and peaceful, and the sun reaches the ground. The trees are taller, and the flowers.
You know why they'll be adding their own shaders into Minecraft.
Really
That's just too.
beautiful. It looks very
That's just too much.
Swedish in the birch forest.
That's true. That's actually very Swedish forest.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And then you have, so you want to add more atmosphere to the different biomes, but there's one biome that you want, I mean, I would say you're giving it quite an overhaul. It's getting a lot more in the Wild update.
Yes, that's true, and that's the swamp. Oh, our art team is just so amazing. Such a beautiful concept art, and as you can see here, the atmosphere is really different from the birch forest as well.
It really is. It's amazing. So we have another one of our gameplay designers here and our swamp expert, Corey. Welcome, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Hey, it's absolutely wild to be here.
Oh no, Corey. The puns are so quick to start.
It's Corey after all.
Yeah, it's very on brand. So you're going to tell us about all of the, I mean, there's a lot of exciting things coming to the swamp. swamp. So, what are we getting?
Yes, there are a lot of awesome things coming. The first of which is the boat with the chest in it.
Oh, wait a minute. This is regarding the frog, huh? This is regarding the frog. This is regarding the frog. I know this. Because I think it was 2019's mob vote, buying vote,
It's so useful.
was
Relaxing.
frogs in the boat,
Especially now,
and
in King's
with the
Perspective, we
chest
have
with boat.
wider
The
rivers. It's
boat with
easier to
chest.
travel waters. It's gonna be like extra useful.
Yeah, and like in the aquifers as well.
Yes, so like when you go rafting in the caves, you can like put your diamonds in the chest in your boat. Oh,
It's really amazing. And you've been working on what I think now will be my favorite tree in Minecraft.
Yes, we are adding the mangrove tree to Minecraft.
Yep.
So as you can
Frogs.
see here,
Swamp
this is
update.
a propagule. And propagules grow
Mangrove.
from mangrove trees. They're actually
Mangrove
like
trees.
ready to grow.
So these are
mangrove-
basically
mini
trees that
mangroves growing
grow
from mangrove.
in the water.
And you can see here the mangrove tree grows propped up on root blocks.
Are we gonna get
It
new
has
wood
vines
planks?
hanging down from the leaves. The propagules
I mean, they don't.
growing
I mean, they don't
underneath the
look
leaves. They actually
much,
grow from the leaves
but
themselves.
they
And
just
I
look
really
like dark
how the
oak.
propagules are looking here.
But
And okay,
more
I'm just
better.
gonna nerd out on propagules for a
Please
minute.
no.
Okay, so in
And
real
there's
life,
roots
the
under there as
propagules
well,
grow, like I
decent.
said, from the mangrove tree, and then when they fall into the water, or like let's say they fall into water, they can float for up to a year before they plant themselves in the like water underneath the water or on land wherever they happen to land. And mangrove trees themselves are actually amazing for like local ecosystems, fighting climate change, for local communities. They're just super trees, and I'm really, really excited that we're adding them to Minecraft.
That's awesome. And this is the first sapling that you can plant underwater.
Yeah, you can plant it underwater and on land as well.
That's so cool. When you first showed me the mangroves and you talked about your favorite thing, the propagules, I actually remember playing in mangroves in Florida. Where there's a new tree, there must be a new wood type.
Yes, the mangroves do come with a new wood type. And like always when we add a new tree, we're so happy. Like we get so many questions from the community like, will there be a new wood
Oh,
type? and
it looks super
then
similar
we'll be so happy
to
that we were able to add
acacia.
a new wood type for the mangroves.
It looks very similar
And
to
look at it,
acacia.
I think it's really pretty. And you also don't see like all the blocks here. It's gonna be like a full set for the wood types. It's gonna be like doors and trapdoors and so on.
I didn't expect it to look like more like
Gorgeous. I love
acacia,
it.
And I'm like, I'm so
but it's a
excited
little
about
bit more
mangroves, but I
redder,
just need to
so
mention another thing. 'Cause
not really much acacia.
we decided to go with like really big roots, and I think those are so cool. And we actually prototyped quite a
Or
lot
some-
back and forth, and it was a bit tricky to decide how the root should look like, as you see in this picture here. But now I'm so happy that we went with the like multi-block roots, because for example, when you like go with a boat and then you can go under the mangroves, and I think that adds such a nice feeling to it. Yeah, like in this picture, it's really nice also.
That's beautiful.
I really agree. And like when I was testing, I really loved that feeling of like being underneath it, being
Yeah.
like just this huge feeling. And I wanted more. I wanted to be surrounded by mangroves. So I was like, why don't I just make a mangrove swamp biome where I'm completely surrounded by them? So as you can see in this video, walking around, you're just completely surrounded
Mangrove
in the mangrove swamp. It's just mangroves as far as the eye can see, just like in real life.
Where are the
And you have
frogs
all the
then?
mangroves
Where are the
propped up
frogs
on
in
their
game?
roots, growing in the water, so you can take your boat
Yes,
underneath.
this
like
is
cactus
mostly
like,
about the frog.
and you're just
Oh wait, is
completely
that
surrounded
wait? That's a new
by the
gray
awesome beauty
block.
of it.
It's so beautiful.
That's a new gray block
Oh,
down
and
there.
I mean, during sunset, every time I was testing, I would
You
actually
see,
like
that's
pause
a new
the
that's a new
day-night
gray
cycle
block
just
down
to
there.
watch the sunset in the mangrove swamp. It was super beautiful.
That's absolutely gorgeous. I noticed that that was not dirt.
Good eye, Lydia. That was wet dirt, otherwise known as mud.
That's amazing.
Wind dirt?
So you've actually added mud to do something really cool.
Wait.
Yeah, so we're adding really cool renewability mechanics.
Oh,
to
that's
First of which
mud.
is if you
Yeah,
take a
mud.
dirt block and pour a water
I
bottle
didn't expect
on
it to be
you can
like
get more mud. And then the other one is
gray
if you
or
take your mud
black
block
or
and you
something.
stick it on top of the dripstone, it will sort of like drip the water out of the mud and eventually dry it out, which turns into clay.
I love the renewable clay. Like I
Yeah,
always need more bricks.
there seems to be infinite source of
Yeah,
clay
your
there.
local mason is going to be super happy with you.
People are
It's
just
actually
gonna
true.
try to
Like,
make
I
clay
have
farms
this one
with
mason,
mud.
it's diamond tier mason in my village.
It actually
and I
makes the
always
mud
use bricks.
useful.
You're taking
In a
a
way.
villager's
I know,
job.
they might be a bit upset now, but still renewable clay.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And you're also using mud to make a new block.
Yes, we're also adding mud bricks. So mud bricks are a really, really exciting like building block. And as you can see here,
Mud
the
bricks.
brick texture is actually different than the other
Wow,
stone
they're really
bricks
making
that we have
people
in the game.
really
So
making
they're sort
people
of
use this.
smaller, more compact.
It doesn't look
but it
really
is
much
really
of
cool,
mud.
like to build with. Matches a lot
This
of
is
different blocks.
this is
and
not
I'm
super
really excited
gross.
to build
It's
with
not
them.
gross at all. It just
I
looks
just
like
love
it
the
was
look
like
of them. They're
some kind of
awesome.
stone
So
that's been made
beautiful.
into
We have a
like
creator question for the
orange
two of you.
bricks. So,
どうもこんにちは、プチプチです。私からの質問はね、こちらになります。どうして泥レンガを追加することにしたのでし
yeah,
ょうか
mud bricks to the game.
I'm so excited they asked this question because I really wanted to answer it. So the main reason that I wanted to add mud bricks to the game is that I really wanted people to feel like they're okay. All around the world, there are houses built out of mud bricks. So many people around the world have houses, buildings using mud bricks, and I really wanted people who are playing Minecraft to feel like they can build their home and feel like they're at home in
Oh my
Minecraft.
god, can't
So
stop
I'm really
yawning.
glad we got to add them for that reason.
Amazing.
Yes, I mean, it's so important for us that like everyone feels equally welcome when playing Minecraft.
Oh, that is absolutely amazing. Now, so we have like amazing new trees. We have mud everywhere. We definitely need something very cute.
Yes, well, very cute
Uh,
and quite derpy because
yep.
we're adding frogs.
Yep. Oh, they look more different. Oh wait, maybe this is a variant. Maybe this is a variant. They look more better in here than ever. They look better. Well,
They are cute and derpy. That's the perfect
they were
description of them.
they were usually green before. Now they're
Croaking is
orange. Wait, maybe
amazing.
that's a
Did you
variant.
see the one that jumped like backwards?
One fell in the water.
Silly frogs. And they do love to jump around, and especially on lily pads, and actually also on big drip leaves, because I mean the big drip leaves kind of look like lily pads. But the funny thing with that is that when they jump on top of the big drip leaves, it's gonna tilt and then it fall down.
One of them did. It just maybe it's a like frog slide. And you're adding another little tiny creature to this update.
Yes, the fireflies. You
Fireflies.
can see them roaming around,
Wow.
adding a lot of ambience to the swamp.
Never expect fireflies to
It
come into
feels nice
Minecraft,
and
huh?
cozy at night, but really, my favorite part of them is just making the world come to life, like feeling like there's life going on all around
They
you.
just look like
Oh yeah, also
they just look like
frog food. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. They're frog food.
Or fireflies.
I was gonna say they look like 2 pixels.
Yeah, they're beautiful
They
frogs.
only look like
so
2 pixels.
You can both enjoy them in the atmosphere.
So you can't
and
really
frogs get to
talk
eat,
about
so
their
that's,
design.
You know.
It just be like,
Now,
oh, they're just 2
we're
pixels.
calling
They're
them
just 2 pixels that
fireflies,
blink
but Corey, is that
yellow
what
or
you called
neither.
them growing up?
Actually, no. We
And
call
then
them
the frogs
lightning
feast on
I
them.
did too. And in Swedish,
It's eldflugor, and that's actually literally.
I'm glad it's not
translated to
silverfish I
fireflies.
get to eat. Because that would
it's
not
very
make sense at
interesting.
all.
It became like a lot of people talking about what you called it growing up. But we're really excited to have fireflies or lightning bugs in the game. I want to know more about baby frogs.
Yes, so all baby mobs in Minecraft are just like tiny versions of the grown-ups, but with frogs we're actually adding tadpoles.
Tadpoles, yeah, it makes sense. Well,
Once again, you deliver on the promise of cute and derpy with the tadpoles.
Yes, and you can pick them up in a bucket.
Yes, and that's actually extra helpful for the tadpoles because we have frog variants, and when a tadpole
oh, okay,
grows up,
we
it
have
will pick
frog
a variant
variants.
depending
Good.
on the temperature in the biome it grows up in. So, for example, if it grows up in a really cold place, it's going to turn into a snowy frog. Yeah, as you can see here. So, the frogs have kind of like 2 main systems. One is the tadpole system.
Okay,
and
so
the
this is
other one
green.
is the cold-blooded system. So, frogs are like the first cold-blooded animal in Minecraft. And in real life, there actually are frog variants that pick a color depending on, or they adapt their color depending on temperature. And we wanted to have that in Minecraft. We wanted to Minecraftify it. So therefore, the tadpole's gonna pick a variant instead, depending on the temperature.
That's so cool. And there are 3 variants.
Yes, it's gonna be 3
Okay,
variants.
so we've seen 2. What's the third one?
The third one is the tropical frog. So let's say you were venturing out into the desert or the jungle, and you take your tadpole with you, and if it grows up there, it'll turn into a lovely tropical frog. And what I really love about the tropical frogs is how just relaxed they
Look
look.
at that
And they're like
animation.
blending into the sand almost. They're just so relaxed, just chilling there.
Yeah.
This is the best animation ever.
There was a reason that they were.
Yes, there is a reason they
So
they
they're
are
talking about
white.
1.19
So,
now.
like, I was reading a lot about frogs. Always when we had something new, we read up a lot. It's super fun because we can be really geeky. And then I learned about the real-life frog that's called grey foam-nest tree frog and lives, for example, in Angola, Botswana, and Kenya. And that frog can actually turn almost white to avoid overheating. So that's like the inspiration for the tropical frog in Minecraft.
I love all three of them. And you didn't, so you have these different color variations, but you also have something else special about the frogs.
Yes, so each frog variant is going to have something unique that will be useful for the players. But we actually don't even know what that is yet because we are working on the frogs right now.
That is so cool. So Corey, which frog is your favorite?
Oh, it's got to be the snowy frog. It looks so cozy.
Ooh, I'm tropical frog. I'm very interested to see which one the community loves the most.
Or love them
all of them. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for joining us, Corey, and taking us into a deep dive of all really cool swamp things.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Thank you, Corey.
Thank you,
Of course.
Corey.
I'm just gonna hop on out of here.
Bye,
So
Corey.
many prompts. I like that.
This is quite an awesome update, and I mean, I really see the name for the Wild update. You get a bit of everything in it.
Yes, and I love the contrast. Yeah, as you can see in this pretty concept art, it's really like that beautiful nature and the super terrifying deep dark, and I love that contrast between these two things.
It's absolutely amazing.
Would you guess the wild update would be
We're
the
getting
swamp,
close to the end of the show, and
Badlands,
as always,
and
the
Earth?
time has flown by, and a lot has happened during this show.
What about the
So
mob
let's
list?
look back at some of the biggest announcements, and then we will reveal the winning mob.
This year, I know my booth. Minecraft joint, the commit up in November. Yeah, and he goes to create your own mob. Yeah. Grizzly Bear, my best friend, go bear. Minecraft dungeon season, no adventures. I know my season so much. So I'm gonna fight these fiery guys, but yeah, I'm fighting zombies. The wild update coming 2022. So this is 1.19 Mangrove Swamp. And we have some frogs. We have some frogs here. Yeah, mud ones. Yeah, I done. Warden. New skull books. Yeah. You can text out both.
Now it's time to see what mob you chose to add to the game.
Yes, I'm gonna end this.
Yes, I have them right here in my chest.
Oh, he came in
Wow.
he came in from the boat with
You
the
really
chest.
came in style.
Here you go.
Thank you so much. That looked really comfortable. Okay, but now it's time to announce the winner.
Let's see.
Okay, and the winner is the LA.
Yay!
Yes, I'm super happy about that. It's a lovely mob.
That is so exciting. So Agnes,
Yes.
when can everyone expect the LA?
So the LA will be included in the Wild update, and it's gonna be released next year.
Next year, the Wild update.
The wild
with
update. The
LA.
always coming in the
I
wild
can't wait.
update.
Thank you all so much for joining us. Minecraft
Yep.
wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios, thank you so much. Bye.
Well, Amanda's Rusham here. Thank you for watching this with me. I'll see you next time in next live stream or video. Goodbye, signing off.